found a grey hair in my eyebrows this morning.
Oh my God.
That's upset me as that. Well, now I've got one in my right eyebrow, one on my chest, that one we don't talk about.
You don't want to know.
No, you don't want to know. Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to just outside Banbury. You'll notice we're not where we left you last time. It was a nice mooring, but the boat in front of us, as soon as we switched the camera off, switched his engine on, and it was proper loud. It was like...
Chugga, 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 chugga.
Yeah.
It was like a 50-year-old tractor.
It's lovely here though, it's really nice. We carried on about 500 yards. It was 400 in the last tech, wasn't it? 400 yards round the corner.
Started at 100.
And this place is really nice. It's kind of dug out into the towpath. It's like a lay-by for narrowboats.
Yeah, it is.
What do you call a lay-by for narrowboats?
A lay-by?
No, a mooring. That's a good word, isn't it? A mooring.
Never heard that one before.
But it's really nice here. If you want to do it on what 3 words, the 3 words are soft, movies and hungry. Why is that funny?
Nothing.
No, yeah. Just behind us, there's a bridge, and there's a heron that lives near the bridge. Entertaining to watch. And in the field, just that way, the other way to where I'm pointing, no, that way, there's 2 deer. They come out on a morning and on an evening, and they come and like say hello to us, don't they? One's called Doe.
Doe, a deer, a female deer.
You might be able to hear the M40 in the background. Unfortunately, that's kind of going to crisscross us as we go further south today. But it's been a really nice spot. A lady, when we pulled up, kind of said don't moor here, but I think she just don't like boats. Because she said, oh, you better watch your boat and everything. It's like, you threatening us or like...
You threatening us?
No, she didn't look the threatening type.
No, she didn't. No, I think she was warning us against bad boys.
Yeah, there you go. But the fuel boat's been, so we're full of coal and we're full of diesel, but we need some water, so we're going to get some water today, and we go into Aynho.
Where?
Aynho. Whenever I've been typing Aynho, spell checker changes it to anyhow. So just tell people you go into anyhow.
We're going to anyhow.
Anyhow. And every time I say Aynho, it reminds me of that song. That
what song?
That Pussycat Dolls song, that J-Ho, da-da-da, from that film. Da-da, da-da-da-da. Jai-ho.
Oh yeah.
Jai-ho. What film were it from?
I've no idea.
Slumdog Millionaire.
What it?
Yeah, Slumdog Millionaire. See, this bit's been rehearsed, can't you? So Sean's doing the locks today.
Yep.
I'm going to be back here on the stern with my gammy leg. Yeah, still got the cast on. That really hurts.
I was just going to say, don't bang your leg like that.
Consultant says do not put pressure on your leg. So what do? Go and kick the sternboard. Right, I'm off to take some paracetamol or ibuprofen or whatever. Oh, let's just give this up as a bad joke.
Yeah, let's go. Let's do something.
This is Lock 30, Grant's Lock. We're just south of Banbury. From here, all the bottom gates are now the single gates. Up until here, they've been the small double gates. And in a way, I'm relieved because it's a bit stressful watching Sean jumping over the single gates to get to the other one. The other thing here is this old lock cottage, and looks like the vandals have been at it. It's not a pretty sight. And I managed to find a photograph back from the 1950s, and it just looks like a different time compared to now. See the concentration in his face.
Don't want to hit the bridge.
Lift Bridge 176. The next bridge is Twyford Bridge. It's a little wharf here. We're just going to moor up because there's a shop about 1.5 miles over that way, your left. We've got some Amazon stuff to pick up. So luckily there's a bit of Armco here. We can just moor up temporarily and nip off to the shop.
Yay!
It's very purdy out here, isn't it?
Very pretty.
Purdy. My first girlfriend were called.
Really?
Yeah, there you go. Wow. Dylan's upset by that. But all this beauty hides some dark secrets, especially on this isolated stretch between Twyford, and Jai-ho, Aynho. Because it's so isolated, a lot of boatmen actually came out here to commit suicide. It's pretty grim, isn't it?
Very grim.
The boat people back in the day weren't really a happy bunch of people. Whole families used to have to cramp together in little cabins on one boat because they all had to do the work. It was imperative to get the goods from point A to point B. That's why all the family had to be involved. So they were living in really bad, cramped conditions. The canals were really busy, and the village people, not like YMCA, like the people in the village.
Village people.
Didn't like the boat people. They thought they were immoral because they used to get the kids to join in and do the work. They didn't send them to school. They'd work on a Sunday. They'd drink a lot. And they used to dress differently and have their own language, a bit like you. When you wear your slingbacks in WH Smith's. It were Woolworths in last tech, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the boat people and the villagers didn't really get on. And the pressure got to the boatmen, and a lot of them came out here into isolated spots and committed suicide. It's really sad, really.
That is sad.
This is lock 31. It's got two names. It's not happy with just one. So it's Tarver's Lock, but it's also known as King's Sutton Lock. And unlike the last one, which was a bit vandalised, remember that lock cottage that was smashed up? The lock cottage here is really nice. It's been well looked after and somebody lives in there. And just over the opposite side of the lock is a workshop. It used to be the blacksmith's. For donkey's years it was the blacksmith's, and now it's a private workshop. And somebody's got the old railway station sign name and put it on the workshop. Looks brilliant. You've got to love the look of concentration on his face, bless him. Sometimes, if you watch closely, he even does the tongue out of the corner of his mouth. Bridge 181, another one left open, which is good. The weird thing is, from where we are now on the canal, it's about 300 yards to King's Sutton railway station. Just over the hedge and across the field and over the river. 300 yards, literally, it's like 2 minutes walk, fast walk. but there's no bridge over the river. So the only way you can actually get to King Sutton from here is to walk all the way back up the towpath to Twyford, to Bridge 177, onto the main road, well, main road, it's like a country road, and then down into King Sutton that way. 2.5 miles, that'll take you like half a day, won't it?
At rest.
But it's a really nice place, this King Sutton. You can see the church spire from St Peter and St Paul's Church. From miles away you can see it, can't you, coming into it. And it's a lovely church, and it's a nice little town. There's some shops and stuff that we can't get to because we don't want to walk 2.5 miles back to Twyford. Bridge 183 and Bridge 182A, which is the M40 again. Remember we went under it when we first set off sometime last week when we started this journey. Our 2-hour journeys always turn into like a 3-day epic adventure. So the M40 motorway joins the canal, which also joins just behind that 2 railway lines, one to Oxford and one to London. So we've got 2 railways, a motorway and a canal. Woo! It's like train, car, lorry, boat. I nearly clouted you then, didn't I? That was lock 32, or Nell Bridge Lock. And on the lock there's a strong stream board. You don't usually see those unless you drop in onto a river, like the Calder and Hebble, or the Leeds and Liverpool. But the River Cherwell actually crosses the canal between these 2 locks. Not like crosses on an aqueduct, or we don't cross over it. It actually comes into the canal and then out to the side. Wow. So you got to check the stream warning board, which we didn't.
We did?
Did we?
Yeah, I did. I looked at it.
Oh, it's a good job, innit? Otherwise, you get to a certain point up here and then all of a sudden... That was lock 33, anyhow.
Anyhow.
No, that's what spell checker will change it to, anyhow. Aynho Weir lock 33. It's like a flood lock because the River Cherwell crosses it above it, and when the river's in flood, it kind of stops the flood water, most of it, coming down here. But why is it like a lozenge shape?
Lozenge shape. Did they have lozenge shaped boats back in the day?
I don't even think they had lozenges. Yeah, you had to suck on a fisherman's friend if you had a sore throat back in them days.
You did.
It's like a diamond shaped lock, but why? Well, it's not to get more than 1 boat in because they've made it narrow at the entrance and exit, so you can't really get 2 boats in. Well, the next lock down is Somerton Deep Lock, and that's 12 foot deep, so it uses a lot of water. So they altered this lock to make it wider so that it lets more water through, so that people can use Somerton Deep Lock. Ah, I hear you say in rehearsals. But why didn't they just make that a double lock and 2 boats can come in?
Because then it takes less water to fill it.
No, in rehearsals you didn't know this, so I had to explain it. If 2 boats go down the lock together, then by the time they get to Somerton Deep Lock, that's only a single lock, so it's going to be 2 lock chambers full.
Yeah.
Now do you remember rehearsing it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go, you see. So by only letting 1 boat through at a time, it means that it has to let a lock full of water down.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm babbling.
You always do.
So we've just had a phone call from the pronunciation police.
It's you.
Colin, why are you saying Cherwell instead of Cherwell? Well, for a start, it's my programme. That's not good enough. The River Cherwell used to be called Cherwell, C-H-A-R-W-E-L-L-E. And then they changed it to Cherwell with an E, but without an E on the end. You following me?
No.
No? Do you want to lie down?
Yeah.
Well, just wait a minute. Now, the people in Oxford, which is the way we're heading, apparently, according to the book, so don't come raining down on me, according to the book, prefer the Cherwell, the like historic pronunciation.
Right.
But people further north in Banbury think that the is divine and prefer Cherwell. No wonder there were so many wars back in the day. So we're full of water.
Again.
Which is a good job because, blimey, it's warm. Warmest day of the year so far, 27 degrees. Feels more like about 30, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Train! We've just left Aynho Wharf, which is where we got the water from. They sold ice creams as well, but we couldn't get any. I want an ice cream.
I didn't even look.
So we might have been able to have an ice cream.
We might have been.
Oh, that's even worse. And we've noticed, if you look, oh, it's pulled in. That's made me look like a right now, hasn't it? We were being followed, but they've pulled in at the water point behind us. So we're heading past these permanent moorings, and then we're looking for the first nice mooring we can get.
Yeah, because we're done for day.
Oh, sorry. Do you want to do that again? Go on.
Because we're done for day.
And we're here.
Again.
What are you doing? What are you looking at?
I don't know.
Well, I say we're here again. Where that nice kind of tinkly music left you with that boat passing us, that's where we moored. And it was lovely. The boat you could see in front of us, there was nobody on it. It looks like it had been there a while. And we had the place to ourselves for about 10 minutes. And then, as always happens, when you're in the middle of nowhere, yeah, we could hear the engine in the background, and he came up right behind us.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh.
Didn't turn his engine off, just left it on, so...
Left his engine on for like half an hour.
Shut up shop and left.
It wasn't like a nice engine, was it? It wasn't like a purring engine. In fact, you'll know, because you watch Doctor Who.
I do, yes.
Which one? It was the David Tennant one, wasn't it? Or were it the... I don't know.
Many.
The one with the what was it? The
the 4 knocks of the Master.
The 4 knocks of the Master. And this, sorry, we're boring you. It is getting to a point, I promise. And this engine was just like that. It was like dum,
yeah.
spitting, dum. So like 2 minutes, and it was just annoying. So it's like, Sean, come on,
we're off.
So half a mile further on, it's actually really nice. It's better here than it was round there. It's completely open, loads of sun, and it's going to be nice for the next few days. So, all over tan again on the roof. Sorry to any people walking past on the towpath. No, I'm not sorry at all.
Oh no.
If that makes him feel like an inferior man, then so be it. What are we having for tea?
Well, I don't know, cheese something.
I fancy toad in the hole. What? I don't. You always laugh. After a long day's cruising, a man likes toad in the hole. I just thought. Too far. I'm sorry we had to edit that out. That was too much. We're just before, moving on, we're just before Bridge 193. Just ahead of us is Somerton Deep Lock, which is about 12 foot deep. But we're going to stay here for a few days. Internet's a little bit
iffy,
but we'll get through. We're only staying a few days and we're off again. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you have, it'll be smashing.
I've enjoyed it.
Give it a like, give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, oh, look at our fancy new graphic is telling people to subscribe.
Oh, look at that. Wasn't it pretty?
I don't know where it is on the screen, so I don't know where to look. It's that new, people. But subscribe. If you want notifications every time we release a new vlog, just hit the bell. I think that jumps out at you now, I'm not sure. It did at the beginning.
We'll have to watch it back.
This is as new to us as it is to you. If you'd like to support the channel, we'd be really grateful. That would be much appreciated. There's a join button on the homepage of our YouTube channel, or you can do it the old-fashioned way at Patreon. That would be cool too. Take care of yourselves. We're going to get this kit off and get on the roof and get a tan.
Yes.
We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Don't rock the boat.
Good morning.
Were you smiling then? Bear with. Have you quite finished? No,
Yeah.
there's no moats. But you've thrown me now. That's getting cut out. We might not be. And again, we might not be. Oh, again, I've just stopped because of that. Lovely as well. One's called Doe. You laughed last time we did that.
A deer, a female deer. Sorry.
Some words just ring in my head like Twyford, 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 twang, Twyford, Twyford, Twyford. This canal actually hides a load of really ha. Do that one again. And anyhow. Yep. Hello. Bridge 182A. Bridge 182A. Sounds like I'm a bit slow,
Can't do that one.
And not the Leeds Liverpool, Huddersfield. Start that again.
Cauldron Hebel.
Aynho Lock. Aynho Lock. No, that sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? Once more for fun.
Oh, you don't need to do all that again. You're full of bulls. Nope, they're cows.
No, you're full of bull. Train! Oh, sorry, bulls and trains. It's like,
That's a cow.
is that a cow?
Unless it's got 8.
Oh, I wish I had 8. I'd need another 3 pair of hands, wouldn't I?
Yeah, don't bother commenting down below.
Yay!